The Magic Pot. My name is Juma, and this is the story of the magic pot that changed our village forever. It began long ago in a small village in Tanzania, where people live simple lives, farming and fishing to provide for their families. One day, while digging in the fields, an old farmer named Mzy Jengo found a strange pot buried deep in the ground. It was beautifully crafted with intricate patterns and seemed to shimmer in the sunlight. Curious, he brought the pot home and placed it in the center of his small hut. That night, as Mzy Jengo and his wife, Mama Osha, were preparing dinner, something amazing happened. The pot began to glow with a soft, warm light. Suddenly, it filled with delicious food, more than they had ever seen. There was enough to feed the entire village. The next morning, Mzy Jengo took the pot to the village square. Everyone gathered around, amazed at the sight. Mzy Jengo explained what had happened, and the village chief, Bonamtemi, decided they should share the pot's magic with everyone. The villagers took turns using the pot. Whenever someone was in need, they would ask the pot for help, and it would provide. There was always enough food, water, and other necessities. The village prospered, and everyone was happy. However, there was one man who was not content. His name was Keto, a greedy and selfish person. He wanted the magic pot all to himself. One night, while everyone was asleep, Keto sneaked into the village square and stole the pot. He ran deep into the forest, hoping to keep the pot's magic for himself. But the pot had its own magic. It refused to work for Keto. No matter how much he pleaded or demanded, the pot remained empty. Frustrated and hungry, Keto realized he had made a terrible mistake. Back in the village, the people were worried. Without the magic pot, they were struggling again. They searched for it but could not find it. Finally, they decided to ask the village elder, Mzy Jengo, for advice. He was wise and had seen many things in his long life. Mzy Jengo gathered the villagers and told them, the pot was a gift to our village because we shared and cared for each other. It will not work for someone who is selfish and greedy. We must show Keto the error of his ways and bring him back to us. The villagers agreed and set out to find Keto. They followed his trail into the forest and found him, tired and hungry, sitting beside the pot. They approached him and said, Keto, we need the pot to help our village. Please return it and come back with us. Keto looked at the villagers and saw their kindness and concern. He realized how wrong he had been. With tears in his eyes, he returned the pot and apologized for his greed. The villagers forgave Keto and welcomed him back. When they returned to the village, the pot's magic returned as well. From that day on, Keto became a changed man. He worked hard and shared what he had with others. The magic pot continued to provide for the village, but more importantly, it taught them the value of sharing and community. They learned that true wealth comes from helping one another and that greed only leads to sorrow. And so, the village thrived, bound by the lessons of the magic pot and the love they had for each other. That's the end of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, share and follow The African Tales. For more stories, subscribe to The African Tales on my YouTube channel.